What's going on, Port fans? Welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we're going to review it. We're going to review the semi-final loss to GWS on Saturday night. A 23-point defeat in a game that was just something you don't want to be a part of. And I'll just start with one of the positives. It was simply great to be a part of the 45,500 crowd there. Really impressive. Don't know what people were talking about in terms of a poor crowd coming. We turned up, we gave full voice, we did everything we could in our power, sitting in the stands, trying to get our team across the line. And in the end, the 23 that are out there just simply couldn't do the job. People in the box couldn't do the job. The job just doesn't, the job just wasn't done. And we sit here again, recycling and repeating everything that's been happening for the last 11 years. And it's a bitter pill to swallow. But we're going to review it. We're going to tick this box and try and find something out of this. And I think something we'll find is we're not playing next week. And we're not going to be playing until March next year. So let's just review it and let's get this done. Rip the Band-Aid off. That's now 4 losses in a row at the Adelaide Oval where Port Adelaide have been eliminated in finals. Really just let that sink in. The Portress. A place that so many of us have enjoyed. So many of us come to have fun with family, with friends, to watch our team play and play well. But every single time it comes to the big crunch moment, bitterly disappointed. Bitterly embarrassed. I'm not ashamed because I'm going to accept the fact that this does happen in footy. But it's shit. It's just outright shit. Like, you rock up, you have hopes, you finish in the top 4, you've had a 13-game win streak during the year. Yeah, you've banged up with injuries, but there's one thing you just simply don't question, and that's effort. That's the effort you got to put in to make sure you get across the line or make sure that you're willing your teammates on. Not be smashed in contested possession, uncontested possession, contested clearances as well were smashed in. I think at one stage it was 23-9 clearances in total right across the ground. That's pathetic. Outright pathetic. This is a football club that's based on hard work and aggression at the contest. Something that we've built over the year. And we put in that pity and effort. It's pitiful. It's just... It's hard not to flip your lid at, because I'm always a measured person. I get angry, I get frustrated at things and individuals in the moment. But at the end of the day, this has become to a point now where we have to sit here and we have to accept it, and we're forced to accept it. This is forced on us. As a faithful, as a fan base, as members. We keep coming back. Why? We don't know. Yeah, sure, you look at some teams in the AFL that haven't had the opportunity to be where we've been the last 3 of the last 4 years in a final series, finishing in the top 4. But this was the first time in 22 years we've gone out in straight sets. We haven't won a crunch elimination final in 10 years since we played Freo at Subiaco. What's going on? What is it that we get to this point and we just do not know what to do? We lose the plot. We get bashed up. Yeah, we get bashed up. We're a football club built on aggression. Rosie, Butters, Horn Francis, the young kids leading the brigade in the middle of the star-studded midfield that's supposed to produce everything and anything. Gold, silver, you name it, it's coming our way. They went to smush. Absolute smush. It's an individual performance on a night that they will want to forget. You look at Ollie Wines. He's a bull. He's a bull that gets the footy. He's not great with his feet. He knows that. But he knows what he's capable of. And that's grunt, force, and getting in there and bashing around and making sure he can get the ball out to our players. And where do we play him? On a wing. On a wing. I nearly swore there. That's how frustrated I am. I don't want to swear. We get to a point where we play players in all these little positions and everything. We think we're so cute because we're going to be creating something from nothing. Well, you know what happens? Creating something from nothing is the fact that we've got nothing already. Nothing to show for what we've done. I'm sick and tired of constantly trying to get myself into a believing situation where I genuinely think we're going to do something with this list. I'm sick of being force-fed messages. We know what we're capable of. We know we've got the list. Yada, yada, yada. The same PR shit that comes out every single week. What are you going to say to us next year? We know we can do it. We're going to win the flag. I'm sick of the talk. Sick of the words that come out of the mouths of Port Adelaide people. Enough's enough. Change has to happen. It's as simple as that. Change has to happen. We've been going through the same Groundhog Day for the last 10 years. The same people have been on that run sheet the whole time. From top to bottom. Time to clear out the dead wood, playing-wise. Get rid of them. Get rid of the players that aren't breaking in anymore. Make that ballsy call. Do not make a ballsy call on Travis Boak. That man deserves a contract next year. And if he doesn't get one, this fan base is going to erupt. I'm going to erupt. Because as simple as that, what he did in that semi-final was fantastic. He was one of our best, if not the best. And I'm parading around, I think, on social media and saying, yeah, he's best on ground by a country mile. Look, I'm measured. Houston, Rioli, very, very good. Butters had his patches. But I think Boak's willingness to get himself into the contest. He went into the middle in the second half, borderline changed the game. Kicked 2 points. Could have been 2 crucial goals. One of them was overturned because it touched Taylor's calf. And then he smacked the ball into the post, which was unfortunate. But this man needs a contract. And if he doesn't have one next year, then we're losing something so valuable off the field, but more importantly, obviously, on the field. That man is played out of position. What happened in that semi-final showcased to everyone again that his 21 touches in a game from the midfield are more crucial than a 25-30 patch from someone in there. And he is just capable of switching a game on. He is a midfielder. He's a born midfielder. He knows what he's doing. The game turned when he went in there. And I just don't see and understand why we have to change that. Because we always believe in the hype of something. And when that something doesn't eventuate in the big games, and I'm talking about the star-studded midfield, I'm talking about our big key forwards, and I'm talking about everything that's going for us and this ultimate game plan, the hype doesn't always bring out what you want. We don't get it. We constantly don't get it in the big games. The midfield always goes missing in the big games. The defence was under the pump, which means it showcases our deficiencies, which is our defence. And what's one thing that can protect that? Midfield. Your forwards can only get so much from it because your midfield is doing that work. And in the end, this is what we've got to showcase for it. A straight set exit, embarrassment at home, and people just ratting us off. People giving up as fans. It's terrible. It's a bad place to be. The one thing I want to acknowledge is GWS. Their game plan, their well-drilled attitude, and their ability to win the footy and continually bring that orange tsunami to wherever they go is impressive. And they can be cocky about it. They deserve to be. They have to be. Because that's their mentality. Adam Kingsley has them so well drilled, and it's fantastic to watch. Like, you sit there and you just can't hate them. Whether it's their social media team, their fans. I have a lot of love for the Giants. I think they're fantastic, and I hope they do some big damage next week against Collingwood. But at the end of the day, in our position, against that, GWS, obviously small club, small fan base, they're away from home. We've got so much in our corner that can prevent this from happening, and they just exploded it in the second quarter. Exploded it. Yeah, they missed opportunities. We could have been 10 goals down at halftime, and that would have been worrying. We kept in it. And what did we end up doing? 9 goals, 16. 9 goals, 16. Yay. My favourite thing is us kicking almost double behinds and goals. Crucial moments, we don't slot the crucial goals. We're not a clutch side. We just get beaten. And we have to deal with it. And it sucks. It really, really sucks. I don't know what else to say on this. Other than the season as a whole has been really, really enjoyable. I think something we can take away from this season is we've unleashed a couple of great stars. We've seen fantastic moments from Butters, Rosie, Horne-Francis. We've, I think, discovered a great forward in Ollie Lord. I think he's going to be fantastic. We've dealt with scenarios. We've had the attitude to back it up week after week in the home and away season. But for me now, it's the telling point of, can we back it up next year? Come back and actually be a force in finals? Answer the question. Because at the moment, the Monkeys well and truly on the back, and it's shit. It's a tough time. But accept it for what it is. It's over now, and we have to deal with it for the off season. I just want to say as well, I will do a proper season review coming up this week. But thank you everyone for your ongoing support with the channel and everything that we've been through this year together. Whether it's the 13 game win streak, whether it's been the injuries, whether it's been the losses, the turnarounds, the off-field scenarios, whatever. We've been it together, and I'm really grateful for the support. So yeah, I look forward to being back again next year, and hopefully we can do something from it. So thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel for plenty more Port Adelaide and AFL content to come your way in the off-season now. We turn our attention to the trade period in the draft, and hopefully we can bring some good content and see what we can do there for you. So thank you very much. My name's Anthony, and as always, for one final time in a review, come the pair.